Georgetown?
Yeah, I started Georgetown.
Georgetown, yeah. I remember one particular time I was at Central Maine Community College, and like I said, I made the basketball team, and I was just going through my old VHS tapes, and he stole the ball. Like, it was like right under the basket, but he like intercepted the ball down the middle of the lane and jumped up and dunked it. And I mean, everybody knows Allen Iverson's not a very big guy, but that particular play, I was just like, wow. But yeah, that was one play that definitely sticks out. But 2001 is when I really started focusing on him in the NBA. I did record the 1996 NBA draft when Allen Iverson was drafted #1 overall. And but 2001 was really the beginning. I was just starting to become obsessed. I used to go each year when the Sixers would play down in Boston, and it was pretty much like my Christmas present or my birthday present. I'd always, ask my mom to get me tickets for those games, and I probably saw him play at least 10 times in person. Saw him play against Michael Jordan. That was awesome. One of the best Christmas gifts I ever got from my parents. Got to see Allen Iverson play against Michael Jordan. I actually got a picture with them together. Got ruined over time, but I still have a few pictures of them in the same frame together.
Tell us about your collection of Allen Iverson things.
Okay. I used to have a lot more. Yeah, I've moved quite a bit, but I used to have a lot more. Like, I used to have his sneakers when they first came out. I'm starting to recollect them again. I have over 40 of his replica jerseys and authentic jerseys, from Georgetown to Sixers to the Denver Nuggets to the Detroit Pistons, Memphis Grizzlies, even special edition jerseys. I collect a lot of his cards. I used to collect the magazine covers that had him on it. Pretty much anything that said 76ers or Allen Iverson. And it was just a hobby of mine. But throughout the years when I've moved, I've gradually misplaced a few things, or might have sold a few jerseys here and there on eBay. Wore out the shoes and didn't take care of them as much as I should have. But yeah, that all started back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
You're currently expanding your collection again?
I'm gonna,
or like taking care of it, I guess.
Yeah, like I did recently start recollecting the jerseys, probably 2 years ago now. So for 2020, I'm gonna put the brakes on the jerseys and not spend so much money on jerseys. I've been kind of collecting the shoes. I don't know if you can see them in the
Are these the shoes
picture
here?
Yeah, these are the new Heart Over Hype. Really like these. I like the black toe piece here. It reminds me of the Jordan 11s that he wore when he was at Georgetown. This is the original design that Allen Iverson wore as a rookie. The questions is what they were called. I really like them. I like the old Reebok logo. I don't care for the new Reebok. Yeah. A lot of people still don't even realize that Iverson has a lifetime contract with Reebok.
Oh, it's lifetime?
Lifetime contract.
Oh, wow. No, they don't realize that. Wow, I didn't even know they did lifetime contracts. That's amazing.
Yeah, he kind of, kept them on the map, really. Which I would love to one day go down to the Williamsburg Reebok outlet. I've heard it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if they still carry Allen Iverson stuff, but he's right down the street from us. He grew up down the street, Hampton, Newport News area. Went to Bethel High. I really wish I would have thought to link up with you a few weeks back when when he just had the gymnasium renamed Allen Iverson Gymnasium. That was really awesome to go to, and it was really chill. You know, it was laid back. You know, he didn't have like ESPN there. It was mostly students. You know, maybe yeah, it was like a couple hundred people there. You know, like family, friends, kids that went to school there. A lot of the kids didn't even realize what was going on. They were just showing up to go to the game, and they did a good job inside the school. I wish I would have stayed longer. You know, I was blessed enough to be there, and I actually got a pretty good live feed on Facebook of him, and you could hear his voice, and I got him in the picture amongst the crowd, so that was pretty cool.
What do you feel, like if someone asked, you know, Chad, why do you, what is going on with this? Like, what is this Facebook group, Chad? Like, what is your life? Like, why do you love Allen Iverson? Like, what's your, like, one or two sentence, like, what is your, like, quick answer to that person?
Just basically because where he came from. You know, he basically, you know, came from a small little town where, you know, from what I've heard, you know, it's hard to get out of the situations you might find yourself in. And just because he's real, you know, he's always kept it real. Yeah, always been truthful. It's the main reason why I feel like I care about him. And it just kind of like, you know, to be able to root for the underdog. I always loved to root for the underdog. It was pretty awesome when the Lakers and the Sixers played in the 2001 finals. And the Lakers were like just dominant up until that point. And then, I mean, people will talk about it. It's one of the most talked about games in NBA history when the Sixers came in and Allen Iverson won the game against the Lakers, game one, and shocked them and did his little step over on Tyronn Lue. I mean, that's one of the most iconic moments, and if there's like pictures of it, there's like pictures of Allen Iverson with his ear to his hand to his ear to the crowd, you know, the crossover against Michael Jordan is one of his iconic moments, and then the step over on Tyronn Lue, and it's kind of like all those memories are just vivid and just kind of like to this day. I mean, we're here at what, 2020? It's 19 years ago, and it's kind of like it feels like it was just yesterday. Like the people that love Iverson it's just crazy. Like all over the world.
Yeah, 5,000 followers is a lot for a private group that you don't like advertise for. That's good. I mean, the people are clicking on that. I mean, and not on the other one. I think it says a lot. I didn't realize that he had the fan like sticking power that he does.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, for someone like yourself on the outside of the spectrum, and just to kind of do a YouTube search or a Google search and just kind of be like, wow, and you even be impressed with some of the things. I mean, it's a true testament to him as a person and as an athlete, really.
Yeah, totally. Like I was watching a documentary about him while I was at the gym yesterday, and like I didn't even realize all the things that happened to him. Just like with the court thing, like. But he ended up being, you know, having his record erased. Like it's like I was like, oh no, and I was like triumph. Like it's like a very exciting story.
Totally. Like, you know, he didn't even play basketball his senior year, and a lot of people don't realize he was a tremendous football player.
Like he could have chosen that sport.
Yeah, he won state championship as a junior in football. And then did the same thing in basketball. And then, you know, he was incarcerated as a senior, so he couldn't play. You know, so it took his mom basically, you know, driving up to Washington, D.C. and basically begging and pleading Coach Thompson, you know, for, you know, take my son in. And that's kind of how that came about. They've got the no, I believe it's called the No Crossover. It's 30 for 30 that ESPN did. There's a lot of documentaries on them and things like that. And I mean, yeah, there's a lot of history behind them. But see, when all that stuff was going on with him in high school, I didn't have any clue about it. Right. You know, I was just a little kid up in Maine, and I mean, of course, I'm not going to hear about a high school athlete. I mean, nowadays you hear about high school athletes with social media and YouTube and Huddle and all these things they've got for kids and athletes, which is awesome. But back then, when he was going through all that, You know, I was getting cut from the 7th grade team, or I was getting cut from the 8th grade team. I didn't play basketball as a senior. I didn't play any sports as a senior. So it was kind of like, I knew his situation, but it was completely opposite from my situation, but almost similar in a sense.